Hi, this is Deidre Ann Johnson, and today we'll be counting down the 10 most rewatchable Korean dramas. What makes Korean dramas so rewatchable anyway? Well, for one, the stars are total eye candy. They're incredibly appealing, and we just can't get enough of looking at them. Another is the format. A typical Korean drama is between 16 and 20 episodes. It's long enough to develop characters and tell a fully connected story with appropriate build-up and conclusion. Because it's longer than a movie, viewers become more emotionally invested. And then there's the comedy factor. Many Korean dramas don't take themselves too seriously. Even the most complex and potentially unkind plots find humor that keeps you rooting for everyone. But the most important factor that make Korean dramas so rewatchable? They're so darn addictive. The fully developed characters, the trials and tribulations we go through along with them, and the cliffhangers are all enough to keep us clamoring for more. So now, onto our list. Number 10, Boys Over Flowers. Boys Over Flowers tells the story of a poor girl who receives a scholarship to enter a prestigious high school. Because of her poor background, she doesn't fit in with the other students, and her life at school starts out miserably. It gets worse when she becomes the new bullying target of a group of 4 great-looking rich boys known as F4. 11 years have gone by since this masterpiece aired in South Korea for the very first time and took over fans' hearts globally. The interceding years may have removed a great deal of its shine and made its flaws much more apparent, but it's still good, especially if you're watching for nostalgia. There's still enough to make you laugh, cry, and awe, just like you did when you first saw it. Number 9, Strong Woman To Bong-sun. To Bong-sun was born with superhuman strength. Thanks to her incredible power, she gets hired to protect a gaming company CEO. She is even given a chance to work at his company and fulfill her dream of creating her own video game. Meanwhile, a series of kidnappings take place in her neighborhood, and she decides to catch the culprit while her longtime crush tries his best to protect her. You can watch this drama over and over again and never get tired of it. There's comedy, romance, and action. What more can you ask for? And for you ladies, the male leads are so charismatic that you'll fall in love with both of them. Number 8, Goblin. This drama tells the story of a modern-day goblin who seeks to end his cursed immortal life and needs a human bride to do so. His life then becomes intertwined with a grim reaper who was unable to remember his past. But when the goblin finally finds his bride, he suddenly realizes he wants to live and be with her. Why should you watch this again? Extremely talented actors, the music, and then there's the bromance, which happens to be the best part. Number 7, The Heirs. The Heirs tells the story of a rich and handsome heir to the Empire Group. While in the United States attending school, he meets a beautiful young woman who has also come to the United States to live with her sister in hopes of a better life. Our handsome heir takes her in after things turn ugly between the sisters. Oh, did we mention that neither of them are aware that her mother is a housekeeper for his family back in Korea? The lead, Lee Min-ho, will make you reminisce about that gorgeous bad boy you had the massive crush on growing up and still think about, especially in your dreams. Number 6, Crash Landing on You. Crash Landing on You tells the story of a wealthy heiress who crash lands in North Korea while paragliding. She meets a North Korean officer who tries to help her by hiding her, and they eventually fall in love. Rewatch this for the cast, the chemistry, the grand romance, and the myriad of swoon-worthy moments. Coming up at number 5, Playful Kiss. Playful Kiss is a romantic comedy about a girl who ends up living under the same roof with her crush, the smartest, most handsome, and popular boy in school. This charming drama follows the relationship of these two students through high school and beyond. Watch again for the sweet love scenes. They never grow old. Number 4, Welcome to Waikiki. This drama is really a comedy about 3 young men who are not doing so well in their chosen professions as a movie director, actor, and writer. They end up running a failing guest house called Waikiki. Complications spark and the shenanigans begin when their guest house is visited by a single mother and her baby. This drama is incredibly funny. You'll become attached to the Waikiki guesthouse family all over again and never tire of their crazy antics. Number 3. Descendants of the Sun. Descendants of the Sun is about a group of Korean soldiers and volunteering doctors who work together to help out in a struggling Middle Eastern country. One of the doctors and the squad captain fall in love. The story tracks both their personal and professional struggles while exploring issues about the value of life. Despite the dark elements in this drama, there is humor, wit, and many poignant moments. Prepare yourself for the action, melodrama, and the heart-fluttering romance between the leads. Nearing the top of our list at number 2, Reply 1988. Reply 1988 tells the story of 5 childhood friends who grew up in the same neighborhood. They all have vastly different personalities and family backgrounds, yet find each other to rely on as they get ready to face the challenging world ahead. In classic Reply fashion, the story then moves back and forth and narrates their journey. You need to watch this again to reignite warm feelings of nostalgia, great friendship, and of course, romance. And coming in at number 1, Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-ju. This drama tells the story of a young girl who happens to be a gifted weightlifter. It was all she focused on while growing up with her father. She's fearless and stands up for justice, but she's a bit awkward and shy when it comes to boys. So when she unexpectedly falls head over heels for one, her world is never the same. If you're looking for a rom-com that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside, don't have to take too seriously, and enjoy youthful love, this one's for you. It'll make you laugh while teaching you some life lessons. Moreover, it's a great Korean drama to watch again to lessen the stresses of life and make us fall in love with the story and its characters.